Hey YouTubers, my name is X Factor. This is some Battlefield 3 Conquest on the Metro. Quite possibly the last stroll with the M16A3 until Second Assault comes out for Battlefield 4, which will have a remade version of this with Levolution. It'll be interesting to see how that works out, and more importantly, how the XM25s work out. I can only imagine these side stairs, back stairs, and front stairs, the nightmare that could potentially be if they don't change around this map too much. So this is going to be a very tactical version. And I'm actually dropping down right now because we got enough side stair push where I'm saying, wait a minute, there might be guys downstairs. The worst thing that can happen in Metro is you can cough up a side stair, back stair, or front stair. The enemy can come pouring down and just back rage the hell out of you. You guys have seen it on this channel a million times. Me toting around an LMG and laughing and chuckling like a maniac, or the Wheezy toy, or Penguin from Toy Story, something like that, and just shooting 10, 12, 13, 14 people in the back. It's my favorite thing to do on this map. So I'm playing very slow, very methodical. I don't want to get picked off. My squad's doing a very good job of staying alive, but I treated this round kind of like being the anchor point. Last man back, don't let people through. And I'm always looking at my mini-map to see where the friendlies are dying, because this isn't hardcore. Magical things aren't happening. Somebody's killing them from the other team. And there's a perfect example. So I went from side stairs. I'm shooting through that guy's dead body just in case there's somebody prone, and lo and behold, there's somebody back there that turned the corner. So I'm actually going to sit here and health up. I can hear the footsteps if he gets through. More importantly, I see friendlies running in there, and I'm going to pay attention to see if those guys live or if they die. If they die, I know I got a problem, as long as they're not in that little spot. And there's the Fastmo 2013 Metro Edition. As I get to a nice position I like to play. This is an explosive server, so the RPGs, the noob tubes, the whole thing can come out. And there's quite a lot of people in here, but this isn't as spammy as Metro typically is on this B flag, and it can be an absolute spam fest. You guys have probably played this map a million times. I was never much of a TDM player in Battlefield 3. I found it too boring just to see people work from head glitch to head glitch spot, 10 to 12 spots on TDM canals, and that was not interactive enough for me. So I was always a big-time Conquest and Rush player. Never got into the tank superiority that much. Probably played a handful of rounds. Got my unlocks for my tank destroyer, but I didn't have a lot of fun in that. I had a lot of fun in Conquest and Rush. So at this point in time, we're pushed up, and I'm sensing the big back rage, but it's not a lot of people in here, and this is the worst spot that the enemy team can get trapped in. They say, okay, somebody's going to watch the backside. Well, I hate to tell you, no one ever watches the backside. And this happened to me before. I've been shot in the back as well in that very position, even if there's 10 to 12 guys standing there. So when you're in a situation like that in Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4, and everybody in your team's looking the same way, that's a bad sign. Somebody, maybe more than one or two, need to look another direction, right? Because that's your early warning system. If you're going to check it out, you might be okay. But if you're not looking at it, you're probably going to get shot in the back, rage, and keyboard smash, because once you get wiped off that position, it's really tough to walk back through these doors. This is the upstairs choke point that's just disgusting. And I'm not into base capping guys out on this map. It's really boring shooting guys in spawn and across the street, so I'm kind of just laying back here as I get revived and just kind of making sure nobody leaks through and balancing. When it comes to minimap awareness, it's all about balancing your team out. If you see 90% of your guys going one way, maybe go the other way. You see people dying the other way, go that way. Follow the breadcrumbs of friendly deaths or enemies that you see coming. It might be some lone spawn beacon. It might be one guy left being an anchor on their team in a pretty shady and well-protected spot. You never know. But you don't want to take those sort of risks, because Metro's one of those maps where it could turn around if one or two guys get through. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this condensed Metro gameplay using the M16A3. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave those down below. If you enjoyed this, learned something today, don't forget about the old thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys soon.